Wonder if it's working. Oh, it is working. All right. Whew. Ah, what's up, everybody? It's been a long time since I've done this. See if anybody shows up, but I'm just carving. Kind of figured it would inspire me to go a little faster. It's a 11 and a half foot bear. We're using the 42-inch big blocking saw to kind of make some commitment cuts now that we've got an idea of where we're going. I battling through some hand finger issues right now and lately. And oh, what's up? There we go. Tyler Welsing, what's up? Spike, what up, bro? What up, Spike? So yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. I've actually, it's kind of got me thinking. It's been a long time. Sorry, I'm not used to this anymore. Working on this big bear, beautiful cedar log. He's going to be big mama grizzly bear looking this way, kind of cocked to the side, looking down. And then inside the shop, there is a massive butt end of this log, which is going to be some babies climbing. But I'm getting these. I haven't done many lives, but I've been battling hand finger things. I don't know if you see these little bumps here, but I'm getting them on my fingers because my grips. I'm sick of my grips. So I've been talking to like specialists and I've kind of come up with a design, and I'm going to include you guys in the process because I think there's something to be done about that. And so today we're battling with the big saw. See if this thing's connecting. Nice. What's up, Clay? Blah 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 blah. What's up, Glenn? What's up, Tim? Clay's carvings. What's up, everybody? It's like the posse of the old school. So I'm gonna pretty much just carve. I figured I'll move this around, and I hope you guys are all doing good, guys, girls. Got lots of stuff on the go this winter. I'm gonna start to do this more often. I'm gonna actually do it for members, but to everyone who's a member, I can't change the settings. If you are a member of my page, thank you so much. I just they won't let me change the settings from like, oh, you get this, you get this, you get this. I suck at doing it. In reality, if you appreciate the page and you want to be a member, thank you. If you don't, it's all good. I'll try to do some like custom content for you, but honestly, like it's so hard. And then YouTube won't let me change the settings so I can like adjust it. It's basically like this is where you picked, and that was like 3 years ago where I was like pumping videos out and shit, and it was just like awesome. But I'm not doing that as much anymore because I just don't have that time. So, but I am going to start focusing on things. And since you guys are here live, and you're probably like you're my core group of followers, and I'll watch this in the comments later. What kind of content do you guys want to see? Because like I'm 35,000 here. I'm working on Instagram a lot, and that's at like I don't know 80 or something, and it's fluctuating, going up and down. But I'm thinking I'm going to start to do a lot more like how to in-depth like talks, like talk about these, talk about grips, talk about masks, show you products, show you tools, show you the things that I use. And I literally just had this video. I'll put the video out soon. It's a spoiler alert, but I was filming today, and I never wear hoodies because I just don't like hoodies. And because the sawdust goes down my back, and it's already gone down my back and in my ass crack already today, which is TMI. But at the same time, I never wear these things. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make a video about a trick tip because I'm going to cut these out. And sure enough, look at this thing sucked right into my pull cord thing. And I was up on the scaffold, filmed a video about it, so it's coming out, and I'm gonna start following my gut on that stuff because I feel like I have been carving 14 years now, and I know enough about what I'm doing to kind of start talking more about that stuff. So if that's something you guys want to see, awesome. Obviously, like I'm gonna check on the things here. Do tool talks, awesome. Hey, from Holland, what's up? Yeah, so tool talks and trick tips and feather patterns and shit like that. That's what I'm going to focus on. And quick clips. I'm going to do it on Instagram too. I'm going to start doing like 1 minute tutorials and just like vamp about a tool, vamp about an earpiece, headphones, or whatever I'm using. I just made this like little scaffold here. I don't know if you can see it in the back. Film the whole thing. I'm going to put it together, unbox it. Why not? But that's kind of, I think, where I'm going. I mean, obviously, when I first started the page, the dream was to go viral, like Jenna or Vlad or Scott Dow or any viral content creator. But it's like winning the fucking lottery. It doesn't happen, and you got to be good at it. So, you know, I don't really care anymore. Now I'd rather share my knowledge with you guys and invoke conversation. Like I'm brainstorming this idea and I'm pretty much coming up with it. I'm gonna involve everyone with the process, I think, as I go, because I'm starting to get some prototypes made. And I think this will help not just chainsaw carvers, it's gonna help any power tool users and any carvers, anything. I've got an idea. I'm gonna rock it. And yeah, today, I don't know. You can kind of see where I'm at. Kind of got lost a little bit at the beginning. Woo! It's all just on a gimbal thing. So I got lost a little bit with this guy. It's a big grizzly bear, trying to get the scale, trying to get the proportion, and seeing if I could pump the hands in. My idea was to attach the arms, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. But for the first little bit, we're just gonna rock it. Sorry. I am just gonna set up and give her. Bro, you're busy with work and life and Jenna. Oh man, they're all amazing. There's no hateration on anything, man. I love it. Mike Jones, Jenna, any content creators are the best. Like I'm trying with life. You're right, Spike. It is. It's busy with 7-year-old daughter and burning out on YouTube and burning out on carving and everything really. But then also trying to hustle and come out with all these other ideas because I've got some shit going on that's gonna be awesome. But for now, pretty cool. Oh, on a side note, so this is kind of cool. And I'll start carving here, and I'm just gonna let the camera go until the phone dies. So obviously, these bad boys right here, these are my two main crew. And I had a comment. I don't know if anybody saw it. Nobody sees it, but some dude was like, "Oh, your commercial, your videos are basically like a commercial for Echo and Canon and Makita and Arbortech." And I was like, "Well, and Sabertooth." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, they're my page. They're my sponsors. Go fucking find somebody else if you don't like them." But I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna swear like Jordy. This is just a little more like than normal. But yeah, it is what it is. Hands bugging me today. But Echo, Canon, pretty stoked. For the first time, I think, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure, but I just signed my contract with Echo for 10 years. So not for 10 more years, but it's my 10th year with Echo. And I'm pretty sure that I think it's the first carver kind of. Look at these bugs. The first carver to do that, and same with Canon. So I'm super, super happy to be with Echo and Canon. I love them both so much, and it was an honor when they called and said, we want to sign with you for another 3 years. Echo and Canon both did, and Makita's kind of coming around, and Arbortech, and or no, not Arbortech. I think they're done with me. It's such a niche tool. I think they want more content than I can create, and it's a great tool base. But I mean, I'm solely focused so much on chainsaw and kind of like that. But I mean, I'm still going to make videos with them. I've got nothing but love for them. I think they're a great tool, great product. But Sabertooth, I use those constantly. Makita constantly. Echo, Canon, they're my two main squeezes. They're in my hands 24/7. And even catching my sweaters. And people always ask me what Rat Race is. This is just a company in Chetwynd that sponsors the Chetwynd event, and I just love their clothing. It's so comfortable, and they always hook it up. So Yeah, cut above season two. Nah, it's done. Yeah, as you can tell, there's bongos carving there, and I'm gonna maybe like fix that up one day. And I got all the chainsaws from the show. If you're wondering why this hat's like this, it's because I'm wearing this mask, and I just cut the back out because I thought it was kind of a cool idea um, to be able to not have shit in my hair. And yeah, cut above's done. The set's still just down the way. I got all the chainsaws, which was cool. The most of the carvings, but a lot of them are just lit as you can. I just yeah, what do you do? You know, is what it is. It was really fun to do. I've got another project that I'm working on right now, and actually, I'll tell you guys because this is kind of cool. I was an actor in a Hallmark. I've got line in it. I'm a character. That's all I can say. But it's called Happy Holidays. I don't know if I say anything. I didn't sign any contract. Uh, yeah, so that'll be fun on Hallmark Channel in North America and I think all over the world. December 1st, and then a show on Netflix called Virgin River. You'll have to watch that. So that's kind of my TV news I've been doing, and I'm very excited for the holiday. I actually acted. I hadn't acted in a long time. I was like a coach, and it was very nerve wracking, but it was super super fun. So I'm pumped on that. And what else we got? Yeah, welder caps. Yeah, I know. I'm sure they do it. I just was like, whatever. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I think that's kind of a recap on life. I've got I've got I've got some things going down in the next few months, and I'm gonna get some prototypes for some things, and I'll ask you guys on here, and we'll talk about it, and maybe I'll send some prototypes out and have people try them. I think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna help people, because I've been trying to come up with something for years, and then I just was like, why don't I just invent it? And so I've been working on this like new project, which I think is going to be great, and it's going to appeal to like everyone, not just chainsaw carvers. Um, and other than that, I think I got a quarter tank of gas in here. Yeah, we're probably about a quarter tank of gas on this. 2511, or I got a 28-inch tuning with the 620p. We'll rock that. Basically, what I'm going to do now. Let's move into carving because this is enough chatter. Is I'm just trying to shape this out, So like I've kind of got the idea. Like once you do a bear and you've got your scale, you start looking. I want this to be a really good bear. This is going in front of a hotel in Prince George. It's a stopper piece for them that's going to drive people to the hotel. So I'm not just thinking about like pounding out a quick bear, but at the same time, as we've done lots of times before, it's a very, the muscle structure is very like, the muscle and bone structure is similar, whether it's an 8-inch bear or whether it's a 20-foot bear. There's still the same kind of proportions, and when you're thinking about that, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is like I wanted to get the head into the size where I'm at, then kind of think shoulders, arm, tummy, hips, and then start kind of creating like, like where this bear is gonna live, like how the foot are gonna go, or what the size and scale is gonna be. So I was kind of pitter pattering with it and dealing with my own insecurities. Am I still good, or can I carve anymore? And can you do this stuff still? You just let it go and started carving, turn the tunes on, and started giving her. And then started to realize my hand was bugging me, and started thinking like, why not just go live and start vamping, talk. And then if I talk, after I've talked for 15, 20 minutes, however long it's been, put the saw on and just carve, and then just kind of enjoy the process. And then with you guys, I know if people are watching, I'll try to move the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. And that'll keep me kind of pushing through the day, because there's a big part of me that wants to go fishing right now because there's lots of coho in the river. Yeah, nothing changes, right? All right, here we go. Let's see. Hello from Louisiana. What up, Louisiana? Echo Cannon guy too. Love it. 14-inch cannon. Love it. Gordon Lang. So Cut Above season 2 to be released? No, a Cut Above season 2 is not happening. They are done. I got a cool show though. After filming that movie for Hallmark, I was talking to the producer. They got a deal with Disney, and then I have an idea that I've been floating around for the last like 4 years, 5 years, and with the help of them, and I think the timing that may be, and maybe Kevin from Big Timber, that Netflix show, uh, we're gonna pitch it. We're gonna try it. I think TV is super fun. I'm down for it. It's not my. I just don't want to do like a Cut Above was great. Being a judge was super fun. You know, a lot went into it from behind the scenes for me. I worked my ass off, helped write the show, helped sell the show, and helped cast the show. And did everything. Just as bad timing. We got approvals from Bell Media. They wanted it, but I guess the other American side of it, they needed more money, and I guess they couldn't get it. And then yeah, but this new one's cool. Like, I want to do a show where it's not, Saw Dogs, Carver Kings. That shit was all scripted, right? It's just like, oh, Ryan, cut through here. It's gonna break. Oh, cut to commercial drama. And it's like, dude, nobody does that in real life. Or Saw Dogs, $150,000 for this eagle. If I could get $150,000 for this, I'd spend a year on it. Well, no, I'd probably spend 2 months on it, or like 3 months maybe. Well, 150, no, meh. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. It'd be insane. It'd be an insane piece. So you would do it until you felt like it was where it was at. And but the Saw Dogs thing was just so scripted and so like over dramatized that it was like, I've done that. A Cut Above was real, like the real competition carvers had to carve. It was what it was. The judging was as best as we could do it. Catherine and I did the best we could. It was a great experience to like let the carvers do what they did. And it was good for our community. And then this new one I think is cool because it will do good for people. And that's what I want to do. I want to have a show that's not all about what would I say? It's not all about like the drama. It's not about the bullshit. It's actually not about me. It's more like other sculptors, other artists, other people, and then real people doing real things with real stories. That excites me as if I was producing a show, which I'm hopefully will be a producer on it. Well, I will be. It's my show. But that's kind of what I want to do. Good for people. And then also show our craft, show what we can do, and then break out of the molds of everyday stuff. Because nowadays there's so much awesomeness going on. You've got like carvers who are just absolutely on fire around the world. It's such an inspiring time to be a carver and try to keep up. Like, I'm just like, holy shit, like these carvers are insane. I just finished going to that Canadian Open with Jake Rhodes and Villiers, and watching those two guys just like vamp off each other and carve. And Villiers and like, some of the good carvers, like, well, they're all good carvers except for one, but all the carvers from A Cut Above who used it, they were like a master class. Like Villiers got super fast, Chris Wood, Sam, Sylvia, all that top six, just like they just progressed with speed and precision, and it catapulted competition up, because you watch them now at comps and it's just like, whoa, it's crazy. So it's awesome. Like, times have changed, people are adapting, and I'm loving it because I'm just like watching, trying to adapt. You got all new content creators who are coming out, like Jake's starting to do stuff. Mike Jones is on fire. Jenna's on fire. Jordy's on fire. I mean, geez, he's almost at like 100K followers, which is amazing. And then you got like all these other carvers and other like tons of people who are starting to like do this kind of stuff. And I think it's very exciting. It's a great time to be a carver. So I hope everybody else is like enjoying their stuff too, you know? Like you've got the it's a good time, especially if you're in your region, you know. I'm going to start doing videos about like building up how to like make sales and like how to like build your brand and find your niche, you know. I saw Tyler was on there. Tyler Welfing, he's a great carver, Carvewell Carving. He's helped me build and do design my trailer. We were talking about like the idea of what you can do to kind of stand out, or what you got to do to like kind of create your own niche. That's something that's with every carver. I think they all need, yeah, every carver, you need to, you know, find that niche, find that thing. I mean, I've got a blonde afro and a fucking weird personality, but you know, that helps when they're on the road. People are like, not, oh hey, it's Ryan. It's actually like, oh, you're that carver dude with the blonde hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're on TV. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Cool. You know, so you just use it. Use everything you can to create your brand, and that's something we're gonna do. Let's get at her. Enough talking, right? Right. I better text my wife that I'm on live because she's the only one who calls me. So I'll just say, don't call, because that helps. Oh, wicked. You know what's cool? So from Hallmark, I befriended the director. He was a super awesome dude. Super, super great human being. And we just started talking about wine and talking about scotches, and we became buddies. And I was going to mention him just a minute ago, and he just texted me. It's super cool how life works like that. And why not put it up on? That's a good idea, Tim. But what I'm trying to do is too big. If you're talking about the show, like if Tim, if that's what you were talking about, if you asked that question about it, the show scope of what we're doing, it would just I would have to get government grants to do what we're gonna do, because it is like we're gonna go to like it's hard to say. I can't say it until I have it like written and pitched, but it's going to do good for people, but it's at a grand scale. And that will require funding. And I can't take like 3 weeks or a month out of my scale with other guys and girls and creator and film and it's too big. It'll be awesome if it works though. So 20 blah. Why not put it up on YouTube? Still trying to find my shtick. That's Tyler. You will, dude. You got it. You're doing great, man. I just saw that carving you just posted. It just sold. Congratulations, dude. And I'll have some work here soon for you too. And then and you will. Like that's what it comes. It comes with time. Nothing comes easy. It's not like I mean, this is my 14th year, I think, carving. And it's full time. Like when I dove in here 11 years ago, when no one liked me and I was the dumb apprentice, I just went all in. I saw there was like this little glimpse of the market. You know, no one was sponsored. I remember going and talking to Jeff Samadowski and being like, yo, you guys go and do the Hope carving competition. There's 60,000 people here through the weekend. Like how much money are you making through sponsors? How much money are you gonna do? Like he's like, no one does that. And I was like, what? And then I'm thinking like, well, then I actually believed that some of the carving sold for 100 grand because it was fucking saw dogs, but quickly found out that wasn't the truth. But then I saw it was like a niche market, and then I just capitalized on it, and I worked and studied and took art classes and took clay sculpting classes and just immersed myself like 100%. And if you're into carving and this is what you're into, just do that. Like my motto is, and I write it in my trailer, and Tyler has it in his trailer because he bought my old trailer, is if you're not working harder than the best in the world, you're never going to be one of them. You know what I mean? And I genuinely was hunting at the beginning of my competition career before judging, was like, I wanted to be the best in the world. It was my drive to win Chetwin, drive to go to Germany and win Germany, and the Uzu Cup in Japan with Kodama, and like, but you know, I placed high. I got fourth place in Chetwin. I was supposed to go to Germany, but then COVID happened, and never been invited to Uzu Cup. So want to go though. Kodama, if you're ever watching, keep it up, please. Love you. Thank you, sir. Um, but and that's another one who's on fire. If you guys want to check out Kodama right now, his dinosaurs are just ridiculous right now. He's just ridiculous in everything. He's been paving the way with carving from the time I started. He's a master. Um, and on another note, before I get going, Foltz and I are going to start doing Cook and Foltz interviews again. So we're just trying to work out the logistics right now, and I don't know if we'll make it a podcast or like something like that. But yeah, we're kind of in that process right now of planning some interviews. We're just going to make it like more fast, because for me, when the problem why Cook and Foltz didn't work was back in the day I was editing on a really bad software program, and it would take me like 10 hours to edit them, and then the videos were, you know, so nichey that it wasn't worth my time. But by popular demand, I think we're coming back. And yeah, other than that, I've got lots of stuff. So leave comments of what you guys want to see. I'm super stoked that I just hit 30,000 followers or script subscribers here on YouTube. It's insane. I think it's 33,000. Absolutely, like, could thank you who are watching right now enough, because you're the core group. Anyone who's watching this and watching my video, list me vamp. Hopefully it's still going. Anybody who's watching these videos right now is like, you're the core. So thank you. And hopefully this is still going. Can someone write a comment? Wicked, always great, the insight. Hey Ryan, cool bear. Okay, cool. We're still going. Sorry, someone called me, so I just didn't know if it would do it. But yeah, so lots is gonna go on, and thank you to you guys, because that's what it's about. And leave the comments. What do you want to see? You want tool talks? You want texture talks? You want everything? I'm going to start making shorter videos, longer videos, start doing live streams. I just thought today was a perfect live stream opportunity to do this, because I'm just like blocking and doing nothing and listening to audiobooks and trying to improve yourself. But let's go. So what we're going to do is we're going to shape this batum out. I like to just use the angles, go with the flow. This big bar is hard to do, but yeah, we're going to go for it. All right, let's go. There it is. Oh, gonna have to do this. There we go. Oh, baby. Come on.
Not looking like a log anymore.
No. So this is Rolf, everybody. He's
Recording all this.
live, bro. Yep. So what we've done is just kind of blocked out the butt end and the side there. You can see just those two little cuts make a big difference. Rolf always likes to chirp about sharp saws, but what fucking old timer doesn't? God damn it. Like you sharpen the saw. Ah! No, it needs to be sharpened. I already cut through all this stuff, so yeah. So I always like when I'm at this point in the stage of the game, I put a line through here because when you're doing these big bears, It's always a bear. It always looks and feels like it's going to be like the way it is. Rolf's actually a crazy wood guy. Here's a little thing of what he does. Like he does like art in slabs, and he's a crazy wood dude. Been doing it for years and years and years. He's just down the way where I am. If you don't cost anything, blah blah blah. I gave him thumbs up. It was literally. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, what I like to do is I like to cut my line in here so I know exactly where the legs are going to at least be. Because once you hollow like this, you know, I'll start shaping, recessing, find where the bones are and how the bear stands, right? Because he stands like this, legs go forward, knees are out, and then when he goes back down, it's on his haunches, right? So I'm gonna look for. I like to just cut the line in, because the second you have a line cut in, and you can take at least a tiny little triangle out, you then can go, ah, there's the bear. Like I could see already, I could make it like, you know, I always do like a thing like this where they kind of overlap like an X, because that's where the hip's going to go up, muscle's going to come down. And if I cut out all this stuff, which I know I don't need, you instantly have yourself the standing bear, and then you can kind of punch in where the arms are going to go. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use this part of the shoulder here and put an attachment here, but I can use this big chunk that I just cut out here or back there to attach the arm, right? Or I could make it really strategic. If I didn't cut this line out, you could take a big triangle and use that for the shoulder. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and drop the arm here, drop the arm there, make it so he's kind of like leaning like that. And that will give the bear it. And then, you know, we'll just punch in the chest, muscles, crotch, and then all the way down. You'll see how the animal can kind of come together, and then start shaping out the head, and then layering in all the fur and just thinking about where the bones are, right? Because that's what I've always said on all my pages and all my videos that I've ever done. Bones don't lie, bones don't bend. Carve the bones for the body, and then put muscles, then put fur, then put your own style and artistic impression on it. But that's the way I was taught, at least. And I find it rings true. Bones don't lie. So, and then you can start going, okay, you walk around, you know, the arm's got to be out further. You can hide it a bit, you know, like it only has to be a few inches, as long as there's like a change in planes, that I can cut this out to now shape the tummy in and make this hand come out, and then make like some big claws here, you know, balance out the other side. And that's kind of the gist of where we're 5 minutes in. All right. Nice. Hey, Run. What's up, Spike? Oh, thanks for running everything there, Spike. Awesome work, Ryan. Thanks, Adventure for Jimmy. Yeah. How's your cleanup going, Rolf?
Oh, okay. I
Nice.
was going to separate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll come down in a little bit. I'm only going to go for about another hour and a bit. I'll stop on down. Sweet, dude. What's your Instagram, Rolf? People might want to know. Don't you have one? Old Ralph? Old Rolf. Is it Rolf or Ralph? Isn't it Rolf? Roll. Old Rolf. He's got some crazy wood stuff. He's been in the woods around Squamish here for years and years and years, and has some insane wood at his stuff. Probably doesn't post a lot, but not much, but very well knowledged. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit. So yeah, we're kind of at that spot now where I'm happy. You know, we see where the structure is. Could drop it down maybe a bit. Could drop this base down. The good part is like for me, I like to go a little bit higher on the base, because I can always drop it down. So I'll start work back up. I'll start working my way back up to the top. I'll probably grab a different saw here, bring you guys up there, and we'll jump up onto the head as best I can, and you can kind of come along for the ride. I'm not sure which is the best way to do it, but we'll see. Lift this up. You know what I love about the ranch? Is never a dull moment, right, buddy? What's up, dude? And then look at that guy, little mini horse. It's awesome. All right, here we go. Up we're going, gang. So I'm gonna grab the I gotta get gas, so I'll bring the gas out here. Made my new. Oh, cool. Nice work, Gen 1. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, we're going up and hopefully this will work. So I am going to, I actually don't know how much battery I got left. Oh yeah, we're good. So I'll bring the scaffold as kind of close by as I can. And then I'm going to jump up here. We're going to start shaping out the head a bit. I'm just going to get gas. Sorry, guys. Hopefully my headphones are connected, but I get gas and oil. And then see how much gas we got here. Is this a full tanky? No, shit. Just bring it out here. Boom. Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're getting some gas. And what I'm going to do now is like, I just kind of like to get the shape. And it's funny. When I started carving, me and Kevin, Uncle Kevin, were talking about this just recently. And Fultz is the one who kind of said it, but Canadians are known for whittling, right? And it's kind of like a thing. I don't know if it's rings true or whatever, but we kind of had that notice like back in like 10 years ago. Yeah, well, we're not known for it now because we got carvers like Marina Cole and Ryan Villiers and Jake Rhodes, and hopefully that didn't just ruin the. There's a lot of different carvers now, but back in the day, the mentality was that Canadian carvers are whittlers, and American carvers were known for like blocking shit out really fast. And it was funny because there is truth to that for sure. And I fought tooth and nail to adapt that style that Chris had. Let me get this over here for you guys. That would have sucked. So we'll go like this. I'll keep an eye on it. So yeah, like I fought as hard as I could to try to change that mentality on myself, where I was like, oh man, I don't want to be known for whittling. I want to be known for like making big cuts and big moves and big shit. But as time goes on, I'm finding that I'm comfortable now with the big cuts, but at the same time now I like to shape. So I like to take my saw and just kind of shape and play and find like the planes in the style that I really like. And now I've got reference pictures. I use all kinds of reference pictures. I don't use chainsaw carvings. I sometimes will do it just to see like blocking styles. Like yesterday, I was looking at Jeff Moore. Jeff Moore also does content, amazing videos, like long form videos. He's more about like information. He's a really nice guy. So I was looking at his bears and Hoppy Quick's bears and Jake Rhodes bears, and just kind of looking at the way they block out their forms, not to copy their style, but just kind of to see what they do. And that's what I think all of you should do for all carving. And I've said it, and I'll always say it, is check out everybody, man. Like follow Jordy, follow Jenna, follow Mike, follow Kadama. Like my whole thing is I don't comment on stuff, but I still watch and study every carver. Like I can tell you probably 10 of my favorite up and comers, 10 of my favorite legends, 10 just like consistent carvers. Like I love them all, and I love them all for different things. And for me, I'm always just kind of looking and going like, oh, how did he do that? Like, oh, I wonder what tool he used for that. I wonder what little bit or burr he used for that. Like, was he shaping? Was he this? Was it that? Was it ice? Is it sand? Is it snow? Is it clay? Is it pumpkins? You know, I'm always looking. And that's what I think you guys should really try to do too, is never be like content. and never think you're good. Like Simon O'Rourke said it best to me, like when we were doing, he's like, anytime you think you're good, just look at someone like Michelangelo, and then you realize you suck. And and that's always been something in my mind. There's planes flying overhead, which is amazing because when we were filming A Cut Above, I think one of the biggest deterrents for doing a season 2 here, even though we're not doing a season 2 here, like I said earlier, we're not doing a season 2 at all, was the planes. Like the planes would be flying over, and you have to have pure silence for doing your judging, because if like there's a plane in the background and you hear it, it wouldn't make sense to the audience. So we always had to stop. It was like plane, plane, plane. So now anytime I hear a plane, I just laugh. All right, let's go. I'm gonna start working here, shape this, get this underneath. Basically, I'm gonna work on the neck and the shoulders and start to shape in the shoulders and the chest. I'm happy where this kind of is laying. It's big enough that it's not, I don't have to detail it or commit to anything, but it's small enough that, or it's big enough that I'm able to come back to it. So now I got to start to think about shoulder, bones, how the fur and the muscles play off the back to the shoulder and how it wraps into the pectoral muscles, and then getting that, leaving enough space so I can do like texture, because my style, I love that big difference time. I'm gonna take a page out of Jeff Moore and Jake Rhodes' style and try to like learn some of their stuff, like learn some tricks from watching those guys, and then try to implement that into this carving to try to make myself better than I was before. That's evolution, man. You got to keep up with the times and just go with it and have fun. All right, let's go. Okay. So obviously, like, this is different than my normal style. Uh, you can see how I was pulling on the saw. What I was trying to do there is trying to remember what Jake did, because I just saw Jake carve, and you're inspired by the people you see and the people you think. It's just, yeah, I think I'm always inspired by the new style, the new progression, the new things, but I'm going to try to make it my own, right? Because I know that what I've done over the years works for my style, for what I like to do, how I know I can manipulate the cedar and then finish it the way I need to. Every other carver is different because they carve different wood, they carve different, they burn, they stain, they do things way different. So I'm just kind of trying to play with the ideas of manipulating the tip of the bar. And when you're doing that, it's all about kind of getting to know the tip of the bar. And I say that especially if you're a new carver. Like, get to know this thing. Get to know the front of the tip. Cut this way. And the reason I stopped was because I could feel my left side was weaker than my right side, because I normally would do this with a smaller. This is a quarter tip, but because this is so big and such a big scale, it's a little bit different. So what I started to think there was like, okay, well, why don't stop, talk about it, and then go back and then think about how to control that saw. I also drop my rakers way more than anybody else does. Well, no, that's not true. Way more than most of you do. And what I mean by dropping the rakers, for those of you who don't know what that is, it is, stay. You might have seen it in some videos, but these are your rakers, right? These little things right here. Boom, 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 in front of your teeth. When you cut these down, it allows the tooth, when it's passing through, to pull more wood out, bigger chunks. And I like to do it for these bigger saws because I'm using this as my, like, get it done fast saw. But as far as detail goes, I actually like to, when I have on my my 8-inch quarter pitch, my 8-inch quarter pitch dime tip bars, drop the rakers as much, because unless you're perfect with a raker file, I don't do that. As you've seen in my videos, I use the finger sander and I go pop, 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 pop. It makes it so not one is perfect. So one tooth might dig a little faster than the other tooth. You want it to be perfect, get a file, raker guide, and have fun, file away. I ain't doing that shit. Takes too long. Especially with the saws that I have and how fast I want to go a lot of the times. So, and I've been doing this, like, drop the back of the tooth thing. Chris Wood showed it to me. I know carvers have done it for a long time. Oregon used to make chain, but now Oregon does not. You can see I punched the shoulder in here. Everything is big, right? I have it big right now because I'd rather it be bigger than taking too much away. I can come back to it. You want to step back every once in a while, look at it, see how it looks from afar, because this is a good from afar, not far from good kind of piece, but this is going to be seen from, a highway that's, 100 yards away. So it's got to have that big presence where I'll probably even burn in the arms a little more, or like use airbrush a little more than I would on a normal piece, because you are trying to catch the eye of someone passing by. They're going to come up and take pictures with it. Then they can see the intricacies of this stuff. But when you're doing these big pieces that are trying to catch the eye of, like, for a hotel, they want their Instagram photos. They want people to stop and go, "Oh, look at this hotel. Let's go stay there. They got sweet stuff." It's at the Prestige in Prince George, and there's going to be a life-size moose coming afterwards, over life-size. So what you're going to do is you're trying to create, like, you don't have to worry totally about, like, little, things that I'm trying right now. But at the same time, it's Friday. I don't care. You guys are watching. You probably want to see more stuff other than like the big block out stuff that I'm doing right now. So that's why I was kind of trying to, do a little more than what I would actually at this point, just so you could see the process of where we're at, like, and this all tapered in. This all can be pushed back or shrunk, right? It's super big right now. I don't need all of this. I can taper this in at least 4 or 5 inches and still get that same effect. For me right now, I like it big because big grizzly bears do have those like wide like necks, and allows me to also come back to it and maybe put in a couple of extra lines here for some extra contrast or some shadow changes, you know what I mean? So leaving it big for now, tucking it in later, that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm gonna step down, probably think about wrapping this up, and then maybe I'll start doing like videos on Thursdays, because I normally won't be working Fridays as much. Um, and I got to start thinking about traveling home. So, oh, sorry, that was gross. I was just venting about how someone was spitting, and it grossed me out a couple days ago, and then I just did it. All right, so am I gonna wrap this shit up, or are we gonna keep going? Are you guys even here still? How many people we got? Yeah, we're we're still here. I love my dime chip carving bar. Easier to remove slowly than added, eh? Yeah. So I think that's about it. I mean, this isn't the most fun, the fun process. I think if I'm going to start doing videos, what I'm going to start doing is I will start doing more live videos. I'm waiting till what is it, Black Friday, when Starlink comes out, because my internet's just garbage here. This Telus hub that I bought, biggest piece of junk ever. Don't ever buy it. That's a Canadian thing. It was supposed to be an internet provider, but it sucks. And I'm gonna get Starlink because I think that'll work for going live and doing videos like this. But I'm gonna start pumping stuff out. So I'll be checking the comments and stuff. Spike, thank you so much for being here and chatting with everybody, and everybody that is here. Big props. And also like the carvers that I missed that create content. I was thinking about as I'm carving. There's Vlad, who I always joked about was my the guy I'm trying to catch, who you probably seen his videos, Vlad carving. He's an awesome dude. He was in Ukraine and now he's immigrated to Canada. He stopped putting out videos. For those of you who don't know why his videos just stopped, is because he was actually fighting in the war. I've been checking in on him throughout the war, and now he's here in Canada and he's starting to carve again. So it's awesome. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet him. And yeah, I always joke that, I was trying to catch him, but at that same time, whatever, who cares? I don't give a shit anymore. And so that's that. And then Kyle Hall pumps out a lot of good videos for carving. He's always doing live streams and that kind of stuff. And I know there's other carvers and there's other videos, and I'm sorry for those that I'm just not thinking of, because honestly I focus on this and just thought I would do this because I thought it'd be fun for you guys to do it. And then I realized halfway through I didn't even turn it on to monetize it, so I didn't make any money from this. Oh, that's the perks of forgetting YouTube. Would have been lots, because there was lots of you watching for a while. But yeah, shit, I'm just glad you're here. And honestly, for those of you that are here right now, that's what it's all about. And like I said, thank you, because 33,000 is awesome. And it's all core wood carving enthusiasts and people that like it. I've never done ads. I've never done any of that stuff. And I did burn out on it, but I'm super stoked to start making stuff again. I've got a new way to edit where it's going to be really fast and just make it like make good content for you, for everyone. Even these donkeys like it, right, donkeys? Yeah. No, they don't like it that much. So yeah, I'll check back in. This piece should be done by next Friday for sure, and then we'll be in the shop next week, maybe doing some bear detail. I'll probably do it on Thursday. I'll write a reminder in my phone, and I'm sure Spike will probably send me a message. But yeah, man, thanks so much for everything, and then any kind of content that you guys want to see, because that's what it's all about in reality now. Is YouTube is a place to learn. It's not a place. It used to be the place to go viral, but yeah, tried for 4 years. Who cares? It didn't work. Now let's make videos that are going to be informative and help you guys get better at your craft, and then I'll start posting about my next adventure, because I'm going to start prototyping some stuff that I think is going to really help everyone, especially if you use a chainsaw and a power tool. But for now, it's going to be chainsaw stuff and weed whacker, everything. It's cool. It's something it's something that's going to help it's going to help me too. So we've got some prototypes going to be coming in the next while. And yeah, other than that, peace. Woo! That was fun. Oh, plane! Another plane! Non-stop planes. The cut above is like just literally like over there under that tree, where that tree is under the plane. That's where we filmed the cut above. So yeah, there's the detail in there. You can kind of see the layers, and then as you would like step back, you would really see it. You know, all you're gonna see is like directional changes. Burn it, burn it. Of course, there's an issue with my Apple. So, oh yeah, of course the numbers start going up now as of course the numbers go up now as I'm signing off. But hey, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. We'll do another video next week, and then I'll start pumping out videos more with like actual quick carves, because I'm going to start to try to implement a 1-a-day quick carves. And that will be whether it's, if I do it live, we'll just let you guys pick it, or I'll just try to like bang out things that people want to see. And sometimes they'll fail, sometimes they'll be good, sometimes they'll be shit. And yeah, we're just gonna pump this stuff out. And then same on Instagram, Ryan Cook Carvin on Instagram, Ryan Cook Carvin on Facebook, and both those pages are doing good. And that's thanks to Mike Jones and his beautiful wife Georgina for helping me show me how to do some editing stuff and getting me back inspired to do this stuff. And because I had given up. So yeah, thanks to them and everyone else who's out there, because you guys it's all for you guys. See you later. Boom. Let's make some videos. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, and thanks to Duncan Dodge. They hooked me up with a pretty good deal on my truck. See you, Glenn. See you, Spike. See you, everybody.